some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hand off from the shotgun. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Leads it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
Headed to the end zone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Man, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Owen. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the force.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Owen. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached a break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Defense looks as if it's coming. They try to pop a run on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Owen. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes misses and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's got it again. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Owen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Peck. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The play-action fake. Touchdown, Huskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Card in the backfield. It's Peck. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. On the run, fires downfield. Working on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. From the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
Wide out trying to get in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they tacked on the extra point. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the right. Here he goes. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game.
38, Arkansas, 22.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, it's Peck. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Working the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Sends it downfield. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're having yourself a day. Getting a couple sacks, getting in the backfield, being that dominating presence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rushes on him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Razorbacks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Arkansas, 29.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got the quick completion. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the lone running back. Powers through the defender. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Nebraska, 41. Arkansas, 29.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Peck. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
The Cornhuskers looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He's got him this time. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Huskers! Fit it in the window for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be...
He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to fire on second down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Owen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. A shot toward the end zone. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.